What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. In this video today, we're going to be talking about this insane quality of life feature, not in game. Unfortunately, it's not in game because Plarium can't really figure it out for themselves, but thank you to Farbstuff. Full credit to him and his team for developing the RSL Helper. They actually added a new feature in RSL Helper that makes life a lot easier, and hopefully I can share it with you guys in this video, and hopefully it'll make your lives a lot easier as well. So let's jump right into it. All right, guys. So if you guys are not aware of what this is called RSL Helper. It's an app developed by Farbstuff, who is a content creator, and his team. He has a huge, massive, supportive Discord. Make sure you guys check out the link in the description below just to help you guys out. It is something that he's worked on in collaboration with Plarium. So Plarium's all fully aware of it. All his features are okayed by them and all that stuff. But basically, this is an app that allows some kind of automated play of raid. It allows you to run training, dungeons, roll gear up, sell gear, stuff like that. So it's very, very useful. There's a ton of stuff in it, and obviously I'm not going to go over like a how to use it in this video, although I do have a video on that, so make sure you guys check it out again in the description below. But I want to show you guys a brand new feature that he put into his app as of yesterday, and it is massive. I requested this right away on day one, but he said he needed time to do it. So awesome job for Farbstuff and his team. But basically, as this Chimera boss has been introduced, it lines up in terms of how I saw it being played out, similar to how Hydra is handled by this helper as well. So in the helper, Hydra can be autoed by this application and basically set to have a damage threshold. So if you can hit that damage threshold, the helper will stop your run, but if it doesn't, it'll continuously run your run. So here, he actually added the Chimera boss to work with helper in the same way. So now, his helper allows you to run the Chimera automatically until it reaches the set point requirement that you are looking for. This is a massive quality of life because this doesn't mean that you have to come and reset this or pay attention to this every 15 or 20 minutes or so. This basically allows you to run this overnight at work, away from the computer, so that you can reach whatever damage threshold you can, assuming that your team can reach that damage threshold on full auto. It's not a guarantee because obviously there's a lot of RNG involved, but leveraging that RNG with the helper allows you to potentially reach those damage numbers. So I'll show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so don't pay too much attention to this team. I'm just kind of testing things out. So basically you have this account. So this is my second account, my alt account, and you can run multiple accounts on this this app as well. It's actually very convenient. They put this plus sign here. So I'm just going to throw this little tidbit out there, but they have this plus sign here that allows you to basically add more accounts that this helper is running. So right now I have my alt accounts, the Boozer here, running this team. So it says here, content specific requirements, Chimera damage. This is billions, this is millions, and this is less, right? So here, for example, I'm going to put like 55 million damage. Okay, so if I put 55 million damage as the requirement, the helper will basically look for that total, but it'll run your team, right? So if I click the play button, you see that the run is happening. So I'll move this away. So the run is happening. So it's on full auto, right? You can definitely preset your teams. Make sure you guys preset your teams with the proper, skill AI and all that stuff. And then the helper will just keep running that team over and over again. So this is what's going to happen. So right now, the helper, you can kind of tell the gear is moving. So that means it's running. Okay? And this will run until you reach this damage threshold. It will not stop. It only stops if you hit the damage threshold, or if your computer dies, or if you lose internet connection or something like that disrupts everything. So everything's running, the helper's running, this run is running. So if I'm going to click this, and if I click end battle, I go to the end screen. Let's say your team dies. Hypothetically, your team all dies right now, and then you reach this screen. The helper will push this out. Watch the helper at work. Pushes it out, and then you go back in. All right? So you go back in. This time, not too sure why the extra nut didn't go back in. So let's stop the helper for a second. Let's go to regroup. Okay. In my testing, I didn't find that I needed to have a setup team. So for example, you don't need a fully set up team for this. You can just put in any team, any combination of champions. But I think I was running something with one less nut, and then I just moved the nut in. So I'm not 100% sure what small nuance there that triggered that nut to be removed and then the team to run. I'm not 100% sure the nuance there. Maybe it requires a little bit of testing. So if you guys want to run this, definitely set up a team with the presets and then set it up like this. So click the team that you want and then have your helper click start. Oh, sorry. You have to have it click start with this. For some reason, it auto resets the damage requirement. So make sure that you guys make sure the damage requirement is set. So damage requirement is set, and then click play and it goes in. All right, let's say we leave right away. Let's say the team dies on the first hit or whatever. And then you will come back out. And then this preset team will be loaded up. There it is. And then it'll just keep running. So you see how the helper does it? If your team fails the damage threshold that you set, it will just come back out and go back in and then retry it over and over and over again. So the best thing that, obviously the expected outcome or the, outcome that you want is basically having the score screen, like the final screen here, stopped with your required damage number. And then that's basically the end. And you can totally do this, of course, completely away from the computer, which is awesome. So now that we see this happening, so what I would recommend, again, make sure you guys run a preset team. So you guys make sure you guys run a preset team. You see what happened? I clicked the end. It went back to the original team setup screen and it went back in. So what I would recommend here, obviously you close this. Once you stop it, it resets to 0. Okay, guys? So make sure you guys remember that. Go back to free regroup. Load up whatever team you guys are interested in using, for example. And then make sure you guys load up whatever damage threshold you have and then click the play button and go back in. Go out, live your life, go to work, go to sleep. And then come back. Hopefully you guys hit your damage numbers. If not, then readjust, right? What I would actually also suggest is probably trying a team that you like and you have good results in. Try a manual run just to see what the total damage threshold is. And then trying a auto run with the helper like this, but reduce the damage threshold maybe like 10%, 15%, 20%, just to see if it can actually auto it. Because some teams can't auto it, right? So for example, like a helpful tip here from me would be like, if you're using nut, disable his A2, because his A2 is going to cause more problems than good. Because if nut has his A2 up against the Viper head, and then the Viper head spawns, the Viper head's going to steal the counterattack, and it's just gonna ruin your day, right? So just lower some of the variance by just removing some aspects, whatever you can control with your presets. So that's going to be my main suggestion there. But yeah, anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. It's a pretty huge update from Farbstuff. So thank you so much for him and his team for developing and putting continuous work into this RSL Helper. Like I said, I'll leave a link to the RSL Helper video guide that I have for you guys. And I'll leave a link to Farbstuff's Discord. So if you guys are interested in hopping on to the Helper train, you guys have a place to go so that you guys can get the download going and then get the help that you guys need. But this is a pretty massive thing. It just takes another big time sync content feature out of it. Of course, if you're looking for maximum damage and maximum effort, you're definitely going to want to do these runs manual, just so you guys get the best results. But if you guys are in a pinch, time crunch, or anything like that, then this is useful, especially if you don't have that much time at the computer as much as you like, especially during the holiday season and all that. So anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know in the comments below if you found this helpful, if you guys use the helper and all. How are you guys finding Chimera and all that? How are your holidays? But yeah, let me know in the comments below. Again, thank you guys so much for your time and for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.